Hi, I'm Cece, hosting the Enneagram Way on YouTube and the Substack publications The Enneagram Way and Zero Bypass Growth. All on inner growth, some Enneagram, and most of all, experiential unfoldment, let's call it. And in this video, I wanted to say something about safety, because sometimes where inner growth is concerned, I bump into the opinion that safety is like overrated, that we need to be challenged, that we need to be met with tough love or whatever, all of which are true to some extent, but also we're sort of comparing apples and oranges. So I want to say something about that, because the most common word, I think, in the course evaluations for the IRL courses that I hosted many years was safe. I felt safe. I felt held. I felt met. I felt protected, which was music to my ears, because this safety is required for us to be able to grow, to be able to explore the most sensitive bits within us. We need to feel safe first. And one thing to understand is that safety and comfort are not synonymous. So while the idea, you might say, is that you feel safe enough for the ego to be unsafe for a little while. Because when we do inner growth work, we're working usually with one of two things, or both of them, implicitly or explicitly, which is the first thing is that we uncover stuff that we have pushed down, that we have shoved out of our awareness, that we haven't been looking at, that we haven't wanted to be looking at. And this is like a built-in feature in our system. As kids, when we're overwhelmed, when something is too much or too soon or too fast or otherwise overwhelming, we're not equipped to handle that. We need adult guidance and mirroring and holding to handle those things. And when that wasn't there or wasn't adequately there, we needed to push these things out of our awareness to be able to go on. And some of those things are still there. We still haven't picked them out and looked at them, because that's how life goes usually. But this means that the ego is going to feel a bit unsafe looking at these things, because when we pick them out, we're going to feel like the kid that we were when they got pushed in there. So this requires this basic safety for us to be able to go dip our toes in this chest, go back again and sort of lift the lid and see what's there, all at a pace we can handle. But even at the pace we can handle, we need a safe space while we do this. And the other thing that happens in inner growth is our self-image starts to crumble, our worldviews start to crumble. And interestingly enough, both putting the things away and shoving them out of our awareness, and the establishing of a solid self-image that tells me who am I, what can I expect out of the world, what am I worth, what can my life be like, what can my life not be like, all those things. Those are ego safety measures. That's the ego's way of making sure we're safe. It's just that the safety it provides is a little bit shaky and not so safe after all. But it was the best we could do. So this inner work thing is going to be us sort of picking apart the ego's fake measure of safety and substituting the real thing. But for us to be able to do that, it takes holding, it takes an environment where we can relax, where we can afford to be unsafe within this bigger holding and safety. So as far as I'm concerned, if I'm not feeling safe, I'm not going to be doing the growth. So that's what I wish for all of us, for you, for me, for everybody doing this, that we can find this safe place to explore whatever the next leg of our journey and our unfoldment is. So thanks for watching.
Get a cup of